Where's Waldo, the suburban Long Island version? But between Joey and me, between Joey and me, we have been doing a lot of laughing. And what we haven't been doing is a lot of thinking. And what I'd like to do right now is do a little bit of that. So what better to stop comic inertia than a little bit of poetic friction? So I've read some haikus. Haikus are Japanese poems consisting of 17 syllables, 3 lines, 5, 7, 5. And I find them to have a philosophical construct. You know, there's a certain clearness in their cogency, sort of a soundness in their simplicity, if you will. So if you wouldn't mind, hopefully we read these haikus for a little bit, think, and then when we go back to the laughing, it will have benefited from the time we took to think. So if I could just get some blue light to set the mood, please. Perfect. There we go. Gradual. So all I ask is that you stay quiet and listen, and obviously, don't laugh. These are my haikus. I saw a rainbow in the day my grandma died. Fucking lesbian. For 15 cents a day, you can feed an African. They eat pennies. Old people's skin sags because it is being pulled towards the underworld. One fish, two fish. Red fish, blue fish. I think Dr. Seuss was autistic. A kid insulted my mother, so I said, "Your mama is so black." Do unto others as you would have them do to you, said the rapist. My aunt used to say, slow and steady wins the race. She died in a fire. Those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones or masturbate in the daytime. Even if he is your friend, never ever call an Asian person. And finally, Bono. If you want to help poor people, sell your tinted shades, you cunt.
Love you.
Thank you, it's superficial, but thank you. This next piece is called... No, it's no offense to her. She likes the idea of me. The next piece is called Sonnet 155, or if Shakespeare had written a porn, and it goes like this. I saw the morning dew betwixt thine thighs as I removed my source of breach and power, as if King Midas dared to touch the skies, upon thy body fell a golden shower. Thy body's temples 2 church bells had rung, upon thy chest a row of pearls bestowed, the sun had set, thy set with weary hung. I thought, how black a night, and blue a load. I said, what like through yonder beaver breaks, it is the yeast. And now my belly's yellow, my pole gives cause to storms and earthy quakes, but 'tis not passive, I am no Othello. And when that final moment came to pass, like Christ I came a-riding on an ass. Thank you.
I love the idea of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No problem. Reset. William Shakespeare was a verbal contortionist. He could bend his words the way contortionists bends his frame, and I would hope that he could with a name like William Shakespeare. Some of you seem lost. Look, say your name was Robert Frost and you couldn't write, that would suck. Well, I guess you could always go as Bobby Frost and own an ice cream truck. He was balanced like a simile, and he could stack metaphor 5, 6 at a time and rhyme until the very last line of a soliloquy, which finally said outright with the previous 77 rolling hit. Yeah. He had puns and quips and tons of trips of sons with ships, with nuns with hips and buns and lips, but I had something that Shakespeare never had. Penicillin. See, it hadn't been invented yet. Back then, they only had Willicillin. Hey, it's not that hard, Bart. I'm sorry, I got a bone to pick with you, William, so if you just listen up here and listen to this theater queer's theater query here, and maybe act like a real artist for once in your life, say Van Gogh and lend me your ear. You're not a writer. You're a writer like Hulk Hogan's a street fighter. You write these dramas, you accumulate your wealth, you hold nature as to a mirror of yourself. Just because you're messed up doesn't mean we are too. Just because you want to bang your mom doesn't mean the Danish princes do. What? Who? Hamlet, Shakespeare. Yeah, that's right. The young prince whose father died at the hands of his uncle with whom his mother lied. Sound familiar? It's the fucking Lion King. From a Disney movie, you androgynous douche. What's next? The story of a French king on a quest to find his lost son, Nemo. You may be for the environment in your prologues, but I know that you promote violence against dogs. Didn't think I caught that, did you? Out, damn Spot! Come on. Oh, and by the way, poetic talent is really easy to fake when thy sentences doth no fucking sense make. To be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them to die, to sleep no more. And by a slate to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, is a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep. To sleep perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what? Dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. Like what? Christians tend to get angry at me because I say things like, "Why the long nose, Pope Pinocchio?" The truth is, they think I'm going to go to hell for it, but the truth is, I've been to Christian hell, and I actually wrote a song about it. Hitler was there, and so were all the Jews, yeah, so it got a little awkward. This is true. I wanted to be a physicist when I was younger, and a comedian. And I wasn't able to do the physicist thing. I don't think I was smart enough. But I want to try to do both right now in a bit that I call theoretical dick jokes, and it goes like this. My penis is so small that I often have trouble finding it because it's so gratefully influenced by quantum mechanical fluctuations in the fabric of space-time. When I make intercourse with a woman, she can only know where my penis is, where how fast it's moving, because it's small enough and light enough to be fully governed by the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. She's like, "Oh, those pubes are super strings." So, and then she's like, "Oh, I've got an eating disorder." And I'm like, "Eating disorder, more like nutritional entropy." I never said it was funny, okay, so stop staring at me. That's why I didn't. It's one of my favorite bits. Where are we going? Just heard something. This piece. This next piece isn't done, but I'll play what I have. The queer one sucked and the brown one smell. We guard the border and we guard it well. Some slip through the cracks of the Liberty Bell. And I said Liberty, I meant Taco Paco. You better let that rock go, because in real life Goliath wins and then sells all the silk that the widow spins.